Welcome back to Toyota Sports Talk. It's been a little while, but always great catching up with Joe Lee. He's the head coach for track and field at the Bullis School in Potomac, Maryland. Joe, I tell you what, you've had quite the couple months, couple weeks. Quincy Wilson, currently a Bullis School student going to the Olympics, 16 years old, and one of your former athletes, Masai Russell, punching her ticket as well. Pretty darn good, my friend.
Yeah, man. Thanks, Scott. We're excited, man. We're just enjoying the ride like everybody else. It's kind of surreal, and it's super fun at the same time. And to have a current student and alumni both representing Team USA, it's beyond our wildest dreams. So we're pretty proud.
So obviously, I have a track and field background, and these high school coaches lay that foundation. How much pride and how proud are you to know that you made a big difference on these two athletes' lives?
I mean, well, we have a huge coaching staff, so it's not just me. It's people like Coach Derek and Coach Gabe and the whole crew there. We have like 12 coaches, believe it or not, on our staff, and then we have a great support system at Bullis. I mean, the administration, faculty really are behind us 100%. I mean, we couldn't do all the traveling and all the things that we do without them. Our head of school, Christian Sullivan, and the entire just this administration. So it's not just me; it's a whole community, which is what Bullis is all about. And also can't exclude the parents. Our parent support is amazing; it's phenomenal. Quincy's parents are phenomenal. But in addition to them, just our whole Bullis track fam is what we call ourselves. I just believe that when you have good people who do their best to make things happen. Great things are a result, and here's where we are.
But you got to feel like a proud parent, proud papa in a sense, right?
I'm going to say proud big brother.
Okay, yeah. Sorry, don't want to age you.
But no, I'm kidding. No, I mean, yeah, but absolutely. I'm super proud. I mean, there's stories I could tell 100 stories about Masai and Quincy as well, and just all of our kids. And you are proud because you really want to see the people who work hard and go after their goals to be rewarded, and to be rewarded at the highest level like this. You couldn't be more proud. Coaching, as you know, being a track and field athlete, it's got its highs and lows. You've got your good days and you've got your not so good days. But it's really about the one who just hangs in there and stays resilient. And these two young people are very resilient. They've been through a lot, and they have different stories. Obviously, they're different people, but just to see their fight and their resilience and their will, and to overcome the odds. Even if you just look at their stature, they're not the biggest athletes in the world. Masai puts on her Instagram post, she puts on, "I am 5'4", and Quincy probably won't put his height. He goes back and forth with me how tall he is, and he has gotten taller since freshman year, but he's not quite my height yet. But it doesn't matter. He's got the heart of a champion on the inside as well as Masai does. So yeah, all that makes us proud just to see them pushing through and getting to where they want to be based upon the goals that they set out for themselves.
The Bullis School has already established themselves as one of the premier high school track and field programs. But when you have two Olympians in 1 year, what kind of boost? What does that do for a program like yours?
That's a great question. I don't know. I mean, it's still new, right? This is all like within the past 24 hours. So I think it just shows that, well, the first thing for me, which is most important, and when I started at Bullis, a little bit over 10 years ago, 11 years now, we really had a vision that, smart kids can run fast too. It just doesn't have to be, you have to choose, where I got to choose if I'm going to a good academic school or I'm going to a good athletic school. Bullis is a great blend of both. I think one of the things that makes me proud is that, a kid like Quincy, who's still in school right now, does not have a B on his transcript. There's not one B there. And I'm excited that just his rigor in the classroom has translated out onto the track. And he's just as competitive with himself, with his grades, as he is with himself in competition athletically. So I don't know what it does for us. I mean, it's nice to see yourself on on all these different programs and publications. But I mean, they're still kids at the end of the day. Well, at least Quincy is. Messiah's a grown up, and she's doing her thing professionally. But they're part of our family, part of our legacy, our history that we've set up here at Bullis. And I don't believe they'll be the last. Hopefully, there'll be more to come, and it'll inspire others to come and be a part of what we have going on, because we want to get them to the top.
What's the secret ingredient? Is it the kid? Is it the coaches? Is it a blend?
I'm gonna say a blend. Definitely, but I'll start. I'll include something in there. I'll say, the home. Definitely, kids who come to us with great home lives, like Quincy has, and like Messiah has. It makes it a lot easier, because track and field is really it's not competition against your opponents as much as it is competition against yourself. It's very mental. It's very much on, how can I stand in there when things aren't going the best, or I'm not having the brightest day or the most positive experience with my training or with my meets. So the coaching piece, I'm very technical, as you know. We want to break things down, literally down to the meter. As well as the rest of our coaching staff, we make sure we pride ourselves on teaching the sport at a high level. We're breaking it down where high school athletes can understand it and apply. But you got to bring the right people in who are, number one, coachable, but then two, have that tenacity to say, I'm willing to do whatever it takes to fully maximize my potential. And when I do, when those things happen together, you got the good parents who work together and support you. You got the good school backing, and then you have the coaching plus the athlete who's hungry. I mean, these are the kind of results that happen. So I'd say all four. I wouldn't say just one or the other.
So I assume you're going to Paris?
I am. Yeah, I am. I have. That was not in the plans a year ago. And again, not that we didn't think this was possible, but I'm going to go to Paris, and got to brush up on my French. I took French in high school. Actually, I had to shout my mom out, who she took French. I was like, let me just take French. I didn't know why. Everyone was taking Spanish, which is cool. I want to be different. That's pretty much how I am, and I got to brush off the French, because it's definitely not what it once was, but it's going to be a fun ride. I'm excited.
What is that going to be like for you? I don't know if you probably thought about it yet, to be there in that stadium and see your athletes on that track, the biggest stage of the sport.
That's a great question. I don't really know yet. I haven't put myself there. I'm literally thinking about training today, because when I called him last night with the good news, I was like, okay, you excited? He's like, yeah, I'm excited. Like, happy? Like, yeah.
Let's get to work.
I'm going to get to work. Right. So I'm literally thinking about what we're working on in training today, and I'm working on in my brain the different variations of the workouts that have to happen to get him there to his primary peak athletic ability. So I haven't really put myself in the stadium yet. I mean, I'm sure it'll be cool. I mean, you watch the Olympics on TV, pretty much all your life. I watched them growing up. I actually used to tape them, believe it or not, like video recording, and watch them back and over and over again. That's kind of how I got my coaching eye as a teenager. That's what I would do. My friends would be watching movies, and I ain't gonna say the movies, they'll be dating myself, but and I would watch. I already dated myself when I said I'm watching. I'm taping.
Yeah, right. No.
Right. But so the Olympics is cool. I watch it in that way. Watching it in person, it's pretty exciting too. But I just haven't put myself there, because I know we got work to do.
Yeah, I can tell you're already in work mode. And how low can he go? Because obviously he's gone sub 45 three times in 4 days. Never did that before. Has he peaked yet? Because obviously he hasn't peaked, but meaning like peak in a short time span.
Yeah, I mean, I just that's a great question. I don't believe that athletes or coaches should put limitations on themselves. Like, so, can he go faster? My answer is absolutely. How hard do you want to work? How much you're going to work on the details, and how much you're going to do the other things that are off the track, like getting your sleep, your hydration, your nutrition, your recovery. How willing are you to work at those things, which all complement what you're trying to achieve? But knowing Quincy, he's willing to do it all. There's never been a rep that I haven't given him in practice that he hasn't given back his fullest 100%. He literally, I just got off the phone with him. He said, I've already drunk, I've already hydrated, 4 or 5 large bottles of water, and it's not even, 1 o'clock in the afternoon or whatever. So he's all in. He's all in. So how low can he go time wise? I'm just gonna say, the sky's the limit. I don't believe there's any limitations, and I'm excited to see him get an opportunity.
Well, Joe Lee, I'm happy for you. You get to experience this. I know you're business mode, work mode, but try to enjoy this. And this is a special time. Joe Lee, head coach, the Bullis School track and field, 2 Olympians from the Bullis School going over there to Paris. Joe, appreciate your time.
Hey, thanks, Scott. Pleasure as always.
All right, much more to come right here on Toyota Sports Talk. Stay with us.